I'd made some short documentaries on Super 8 when I was 13, 14, 15, mucking around with a Super 8 camera. So I've always had an inclination in that area. And since Swinburne, I've managed to juggle both drama and documentary. And I like moving between the two because I like the scale of drama, the circus of it, if you like, and having those resources and the number of people that you can work with. So I like the challenge of mounting a big creative project. And then I really like the intimacy of documentary filmmaking, and it also provides me from time to time an opportunity to be closer to the action. There's only a few crew, I get a chance to direct, and so I like the way it's contained and the way you can tell a very intimate human story. I suppose I had vague notions of directing, but the whole notion of what a director does and what a producer does and whether my skill set might have aligned more with producing than directing was something that took quite a number of years to identify. My plan, such as it was to try and forge a freelance career, I suppose, in one form or another. And that's basically the way it's panned out. And in a way, Swinburne was quite good at preparing me for that, I think. There was a combination of it being quite collegiate and people getting on. Having said that, there's only so much equipment to go around, so there was a fair bit of competition about literally getting your hands on the right camera. And there were some strong personalities, as you would imagine, in that kind of course. It was hard to get into. I remember people being very supportive, both staff and students. It seemed to work quite well. Then in the third year, when I was making the film The Other Olympians and seeing the rushes come through and selecting material and getting rid of the dross and trying to tell a story in an observational way in part, that I found quite thrilling and have always done so, even when I was mucking around with the Super 8 footage some years prior to that. So I wouldn't say there was a eureka moment, but there was a real sense of the great enjoyment of just trying to tell a story. In this particular instance, presenting someone else's story, but trying to make all of the elements line up into some kind of coherent and hopefully entertaining whole. If you've got a drive to tell a story in a particular way, whether it's with a paintbrush or a word processor or a quill or with cameras and sound, that you'll find the way of doing that. We know there is a huge demand, a huge appetite for content across many types of screens. Someone's got to make it. Someone's got to produce it and direct it and fulfill all the other roles that are required. So if you hang in there, I think you can very much be part of that.